First of all, I want to give a shout out to brother Tyrese Gibson, soon to be holding his own. And like many others, I've heard so many things about Tyrese, both positive and both negative. And you know that thing is across the board, everywhere you look, whatever. Um, and I want to thank you, Tyrese, for the advice. It's all well and good, you know, and and many of us, we don't handle news the way we should. We look at CNN, we look at TMZ, we look at all these different news things going on out here, Huffington Post, you name it. I don't have to name everything, you know. We all know who these papers are owned by, first of all. Okay. So, there's a lot of lies and deceit, craziness, you name it, all out there. Okay. But we don't have any control over that. And, a lot of times, and I could say this because it's true, and even in some of my old videos, even some I've done on here, even in the past, you don't need to be the genuine article of what the news say about you for people to hold something against you. There's always something a person doesn't like about another person, and or there's always something a person want to rise up against another person for. It could be something you said in the past. It could be something they think they know about you. It could be anything. You never know. But I've learned in my walk of life is, they don't have no say anyway. It's a waste of breath to even pull yourself, into that kind of way of doing things, that mentality, that way of life, and do these things. But we all know where it stems from. You understand? It stems from disappointments that have occurred in your life. And either directly or indirectly, you want to take it out on somebody else. Why not somebody like me? Why not somebody in the entertainment industry? Y'all have heard me say many times, I have written my own material. I am a comedian. I am an entertainer. I can sing, I can do it all. There's not an instrument out there that I cannot play and know the notes to it and the rudiments of drums and all of that. There's a reason why I'm not in Hollywood right now. I know what goes on up there and all of that. And I'm not going to be talking about that too much. Okay? But the thing is, people, we must learn, okay? We must learn that in all this stuff, in all this craziness, and everything that comes with it, there's a bigger enemy at work. Do you understand that? There's a bigger enemy at work. And I've seen too many times, people who've had to regret saying some things or dealing with certain things in a certain way, even concerning their own, like concerning their own children or concerning somebody else or whatever. How, I'll give an example. How, we fought so much against some people in our family, or for instance, this sister who fought against her brother so much and all this kind of stuff. But the thing about that was seeing that brother every time she turned around, whatever. She could afford to do that until one day You know, detectives found that same boy, you know, shot in the head on the side of the road somewhere. And that same sister and the regrets that she lives with. Oh man, I wish I could have told him that I love him. See, we don't see the impact of the things that we do. We don't see the impact. You know, many times we learn too daggone late. But isn't it too late to be sorry? Sure it is. The question you must ask yourself now, you know, because you think after each one, you think about all of the regrets you have piled up over the years by simply not thinking about things logically. It's like I said, we all know there's fake news out there, there's craziness out there, there's lies being told everywhere you look, you know. And for you to judge on my character or judge on anybody else's character, you know what I mean? And yet you come up delinquent. What's the deal with that? Okay? Here's the deal. This is what I believe in. I believe there's a bigger enemy at work. I know this for sure. In this world, right now, and it's always been, but it hasn't always been, it is time for unity. It is time for us, especially us as people of color, to band together and stand in unity and stand against the wiles of the craziness, the bigger deal that's going on in our world today. Because if we don't, many of us are going to live with regrets. And it won't be just the regret of a brother or sister or cousin or uncle. Because for what these pedophiles have in mind, I got a feeling your regrets are going to be overbearing, to say the least. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? See, we must come to the understanding. We must. And I'm telling you, the time is coming. The question is, I think I said it. The question is, I'm done with you this evening.